Hello there my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars video. It is I coming at you once again, your favourite galactic hostess, Star Wars Meg, and today we're returning to Ahsoka Season 2 because we have some very interesting updates. There will be no jibber jabber today because we have a lot to get through, so sit back, relax, grab your beverage or snack of preference, and let's dive straight in. So we're going to begin with some more official news, and then we'll dive into rumour territory. So according to the British Stunt Registry, Ahsoka Season 2 is going to introduce some new assassins who work for Thrawn, and they're simply known as the Bog Sisters. It's unknown if they're going to be Nightsisters or if they're just meant to be hired guns, but it's believed that this character from the concept art shown at Star Wars Celebration is one of them, and it seems like the Bog Sisters appear on Dathomir. I am so excited for this. And I also just want to say, my friends, even though it's pretty obvious and pretty self-explanatory, the Great Mothers from the first season are back, the ones who returned to the known galaxy with Thrawn. 2 out of 3 of them were spotted on set, and I just assume the third one is also going to be there. So we don't know if the Bog Sisters are part of the Nightsisters. Either way, if this character's in it, her design makes for an amazing action figure. And forgive me for the humour, but I just want to say, as a Brit, whenever there is a funny character name, at least in British English, it always makes me laugh. And so Bog Sisters gave me a good chuckle. If you're confused and you're from the US, in the UK bog means toilet. It's why we call toilet paper bog roll, or some of us do. In the US, bog just means swamp or marsh, but to us, it means toilet. The bog, the crapper. So hearing that these characters are called the Bog Sisters is rather unfortunate. And for me it's doubly funny because when I went to uni, I had a group of friends who whenever we went out, they would do their makeup in the toilet together, and I called them the Bog Sisters. So Chloe, Kate, Amy, if you're watching this, they're not freaking watching this, but if they're watching this, congratulations for making it into Ahsoka Season 2. But anyway my friends, moving on to our next Ahsoka update. We're now entering rumour territory, so as always take everything with a huge pinch of salt, and we're going to begin with something I just found out about today. So as you guys know, something which we've spoken about on this channel to death, and something which I would say most Ahsoka fans are excited for in Season 2, is the Peridea Mortis connection. What's calling out to Baylan, the role of the father, the daughter and the son? Who's going to take their place? Well, do you guys remember a few months ago, it was reported Sam Witwer was going to be in it, voicing the son in flashbacks? Well, apparently they've now cast the father of Mortis. And apparently, and this is just a rumour, he's being played by Sholto Copley, who honestly looks perfect for the role. Sholto Copley is a South African actor best known for his work on the A-Team, the science fiction film Elysium, as well as Districts 9 and 10. I'm so excited if this is true. Again, my friends, it's still very early days, filming is still ongoing, and we've heard plenty of rumours and reports. Inevitably, some of them are going to be true, and some are going to be false, so I don't take everything as gospel just yet. But it is being reported that this is the name associated with the character of the father of Mortis, in flashbacks, because all of them are now dead. And as we know, there's a very good chance Ewan McGregor is going to be in those Mortis flashbacks to the episodes in the Clone Wars Season 3, a live-action adaptation. So if this rumour is true, they didn't stick with the original voice actor, Lloyd Sher. So now my friends, moving on to another Ahsoka update. Oh yes, I'm bombarding you with Ahsoka news today. So on Reddit, a Star Wars fan has compiled all of the rumours so far for the second season. And there's some really interesting information in here. While I've covered the majority of it, there are a couple of tidbits we haven't spoken about, and that's what I want to dedicate this section of the video to. So back in 2020, I made a video talking about characters who might appear in future Mandoverse projects. At the time, Mando Season 2 was airing, Book of Boba Fett hadn't come out yet, and we didn't know that Rangers of the New Republic was not going to happen. So my video speculating about possible characters kind of spanned the entire future Mandoverse, all of the possible spin-offs, and even beyond those. And if you go back to the video, you'll find I actually called a couple of things. The appearance of Black Chrysanthemum in Book of Boba Fett, as well as Cad Bane, and I can't remember all of them, but I think I spoke about some characters who also appeared in Ahsoka Season 1. And one character who I've always said should return is Nunb, one of my all-time favourites, and I'm really lucky to be able to say this, but Mike Quinn, who played Nunb in Return of the Jedi and the sequel trilogy, is a viewer of this very channel, and I met him in person late last year. I just introduced myself as a fan, so I don't know if you knew it was me, but he was with his assistant, and he was signing some stuff, Nunb posters, Andor posters because he was in Andor, and I remember asking him if he's going to appear in an upcoming project, and he said he didn't know, but he'd love to see him again. And I remember he mentioned he wants to see him in Lando, and I got to speaking to the lady that was next to him, I assume it was his assistant, and she was saying that she hopes that fans ask Dave Filoni to bring Nunb back. I didn't think much of it, but according to a brand new rumour, Nunb is going to appear in Ahsoka Season 2. Again, this is a wild rumour, it could be entirely wrong, but it says this. And I should just say, they start by saying Leia is in it. And this is actually something I've heard, that Lucasfilm had plans to bring Princess Leia into Ahsoka. So they say, Leia really is in Ahsoka Season 2, in a main role, not as big as Ezra, Sabine or Hera, more like Anakin. And then they write, Nunb is indeed appearing alongside Zeb, and will both be working for Akbar. And this is the bit that really sells it for me, because Dave Filoni himself confirmed in Japan that Admiral Akbar is in Season 2. He's helping Hera Syndulla take down Thrawn. So given this person wrote this rumour before we knew about Leia, or heard about Leia, and that we knew about Akbar, maybe they've heard that Nunb is in it. And if this is true, I'd be over the moon. One of my favourite characters, one of the heroes of the Battle of Andor alongside Lando Calrissian. I keep my fingers crossed that this is true. This rumour could just be a lucky guess. We'll find out soon enough, but it makes sense. Nunb is very much still around and active. He was in the expanded universe at this time too. And given confirmation of Akbar, maybe 3PO is going to be back, maybe Princess Leia is going to be in it. It seems like Dave Filoni is trying to make this feel much more like the original trilogy, like a logical continuation post Episode 6. Because that was a big question mark for a long time, until Luke showed up in Mando Season 2. Fans wondered if the Mandoverse was just going to go its own way, sprinkle in some Star Wars Rebels characters, kind of make it the Filoniverse, as we used to call it. But it seems like, at least for Season 2, they seem more willing to tie it into the main saga, and I think that makes sense. The Force Awakens uses a lot of these characters, so why not fill in the gaps with where these characters were before the sequel trilogy? Moving on to yet some more Ahsoka updates. I wasn't kidding, there's a lot to get through. We have a couple of actors who've now been confirmed for the show, but we don't know what characters they're playing, or the role they're going to play. The first is Francesca Carpanini, in an unspecified role in a couple of action sequences. Is she going to be a generic New Republic pilot, some kind of side character? And the second name is Tommy L. Jenkins, and this makes a lot of sense. He was recently in Wednesday on Netflix. And considering the Wednesday cinematographer is doing Ahsoka Season 2, I would not be the least bit surprised if there was also some overlap in the acting. So there is one rumour which I'm still a bit doubtful about, and I know some of you guys might say, well Meg, the evidence is there, it's obvious this is the direction Dave Filoni wants to take, but I have to be honest with you guys, I don't know if they're really going to do this. I'd like to think they will, but a couple of sources are saying Abeloth is going to be part of Season 2. According to Daniel RPK, Abeloth isn't just going to possess Shin. Lucasfilm is actively looking to cast someone for the role, someone separate. And according to another rumour, Abeloth is not just going to play a huge part in Season 2, but apparently Lucasfilm found someone good, who embodies the role of Abeloth really well. And these two rumours are a few months apart. So the first one said Lucasfilm was looking for someone, and the second rumour says they found her. Again, big pinch of salt. I don't want to get our hopes up about Abeloth, only for Lucasfilm to go a different way and to do something with, like I once said, the Zepho, or something different. But one of the most fascinating rumours from all of this is that we're not just going to see Peridea in Season 2, but other planets within the Peridea system. The second galaxy isn't just one planet. There are others, and Ahsoka and Sabine are going to discover them. Really intrigued how they're going to go about this. And so finally, my dear friends, one last update. They have cast the daughter for Mortis flashbacks, but there is no information on the actress they've chosen. This rumour is a few months old, but it has re-emerged in light of the father rumour, so I guess they really are going to do a live-action version of the Clone Wars episode. I just hope, with how ambitious Dave Filoni is, with how much they want to accomplish in Season 2, that 8 episodes is going to be enough. That's my only worry. I thought this was a pretty fun video. There isn't much official Star Wars news at the moment, so breadcrumbs, rumours, tidbits, leaks, they're all really fun to cover. And as I say, some of them will come out to be true, some won't. That's just the nature of this. If you enjoyed this one, my dear friends, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and may the Force be with you, always.